process was good. It was swift, but I mean it's challenging because the parts that I wrote for myself didn't help myself there, but they're not some of the easiest parts. But I mean Chris definitely gave some good insight and perspective on some of the parts, like especially those that are challenging and things like that. Maybe just ideas and stuff that I hadn't really thought of myself. And I mean he's into a sort of different style of music than I am. He's worked with different people, so he gave sort of a newer perspective, which was interesting.
We took a different approach to how we started off. We kind of evolved in a very basic way of putting it. We stepped up our game. We brought in Max on guitar, and he brought in some new flavour to the mix. And it was difficult for me writing lyrics at first, but I kind of got the hang of it. Just got into the groove.
My main influences for playing bass, Brian Bella definitely plays in death rock and plays with Steve Vai as well. He has a very variations of techniques which I'm trying to not necessarily copy, but definitely just taking myself and just play as well as I can.
I mean, for drumming it was mainly the influence of drummers like Pat Lundy, big influence, but also you know, more metal drummers like Dave McClain and Lars Ulrich and something like that. So just to keep it a bit more old school style, but you know, I had a few sort of new drummers in with like Matt Halpin, things like that. Just keep it a bit more interesting. But I mean, the music, the styles influence obviously the main influences for the band itself, bands like Lamb of God, Trivium, things like that. But there's also a lot of old school flavour in there, like Metallica, Death, Anthrax, you know, things like that.
In the local music scene, there's kind of like a lot of bands have the same kind of style, and I kind of wanted to break away from that. So I took influences from bands like Whitechapel, At the Gates, Vital Remains, like some old school death metal, Black Dahlia Murder, shit like that, like heavy.
Favourite track of the EP is Apparition, because it's the one that you've been playing the longest. That's the one that it's easiest for me to play, and it's an awesome track to play live. It's just sort of a big, huge, massive track.
My favourite track of the EP is Gatekeeper. It was the song that we wrote where we realised everything was coming together as a unit, and all the different influences we have and different skill sets we have all came together in that one song. And in particular, I really pushed myself for that song, and I think it paid off really. It's my favourite song to play live.
The EP, we hope to establish ourselves as more of a serious band to be taken seriously, as opposed to, you know, more of a childish mate of a mate's band. So I mean, the quality of the production definitely makes the songs sound bigger, but definitely the songs themselves taking a lot of time and effort into writing them and making them as they are. So we hope that the EP will make people realise that we're serious about this.